you were in class with me in March. I'm sorry it's taken so long. You were an amazing TSP, and I want to tell these folks that some of the great things that you did to deserve the award. You okay with that? All right. So to begin Sean's story, you need to know a little bit about him first. He was the first-time TSP ever. So a TSP is a training service professional, which means he gives up his phone time and he comes into the classroom and he does anything the trainer wants him to do. He also helps all of you're laughing. He also does anything for the new hires that they need. It was his first time to ever do it. Now the big thing is that the class that he helped out with was a collections class. When the collections class was coming over to customer service, they were told, you don't have a job, or you can come over to customer service sales, go to high value sales, and then go home in about 90 days. Well, I got to tell you, I was a little disappointed when I got Sean, because I was like, well, I sure wanted an experienced TSP because these were not going to be happy campers. But I'm awfully glad that I got him. He was absolutely wonderful. I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. So, hang on, page 12. So before you take you into the classroom with me, I want to tell you a little bit more about him. He's a consistent top performer. His sales are over 100% of goal. Compliance over 100% of goal. Which means not only does he sell, he also sells in the right way. Top performer in NPS. NPS is Net Promoter Score, which tells me that 3 questions that we ask our customers. And how do you like the rep? Did they resolve your issue first time they called? And would you recommend Cqea to somebody else? So he consistently exceeds goal in all 3 of those. In fact, a month before he started class with me, he was number 2 in all of high value across the country. It was wonderful. So as I take you to the classroom now and I think about what I want to tell you about Sean, I'm reminded of an article that I read the other day, and I kind of feel it's a true comparison. The article is called, you're laughing at me, dude. The article is called 7 Habits of Highly Effective Leaders, so I just wanted to share a little bit. Page 24. So the first habit the article talked about was the ability to inspire action, and Sean did that. Since he came from a collections background, he was able to inspire action by giving real-life comparisons of where they've been and where they were going to. He helped them to not forget where they came from, but how to bring that collection skill set over to customer service. We didn't want them to lose that. Sean painted a vision of what success looked like in customer service for him. The article also talked about being optimistic. Sean doesn't look like a cheerleader, does he? But he is a coach, and he's a coach for his kids' sports teams, and he brought that skill with him to the classroom. So with his coaching, these folks were actually able to step out into their floor teams and create a positive effect to their numbers, which doesn't normally happen when you folks come out to the floor. The article also pointed out that a leader has to have integrity. So with Sean, there's no shortcuts or cheats. You do it right the first time, each and every time. Someone in class even asked me, said, all right, you showed us the right way. Now, what's the workaround? Sean said the front door, because he said, workaround is if you cheat, you get caught, you're out of here. So he said he's on, and I just want to tell you, he's honest, he's fair, and he's very candid about things. So the article also talked about that a leader should support his team. So for people to do their best work, they need an environment that supports them by making it safe to take risks and to speak up, and Sean did that. There wasn't a person in class who was hesitant about asking him anything or talking to him about anything. They knew he would take care of it. Leader has to have confidence also. So he was confident that our class could accomplish anything. And because he had that confidence in him, they had confidence in themselves. There were many days during our fun time that we would beat the floor numbers. We would beat 10-year teams. And we were so excited. The 30-day scorecard for this group showed 97% of them meeting or exceeding goals and expectations. That's 15 out of 16 folks. And number 16 just wasn't here enough to get that coaching, was he? So the article also talked about that a leader has to communicate, and Sean has excellent communication. He communicated with me as a trainer, with the class, and with the ops partners. He provided updates, concerns, stats, coaching, feedback. I can't honestly tell you how many calls that he listened to provide feedback to these folks to make them successful. If there was any kind of an issue that he didn't think he could solve, he'd bring it to me, and he usually had a resolution to go with it too. The last thing that the article talked about was being a great leader was making decisions, and he did just that. There was 2 other classes that were going on at the same time as ours. There was 60 new people out on the floor taking calls at the same time. And their TSP, the one class, their TSP went out unexpectedly. Sean didn't hesitate. He jumped right in the middle of it. He did the same thing for that class as he did for us. He wanted to make sure that they were successful as well. Volunteered to take on anything, fully committed, and just make sure that they did just as well as we did. So as I close the door on the class, I wanted to know, Sean, and I just want you to know that you are most definitely a leader. I know this isn't the last time we're going to be seeing you here celebrating your excellence. And please join me in congratulating Sean. Yes.